majority of the clash drops happen because of that as well. There is those cities that has the best loot, best drops, and because of that, everybody wants to get their hands early on those M4s, those good guns, those scopes, and because of that, they drop really, really close to each other. But here we go, our match number 5 on our screen, where we can see the plane line going from all the way northwestern side towards the down southeastern corner, bisecting the whole map in the half, exactly half. But yes, it does give you like those opportunities that the southeastern side is not going to be accessible, whereas the southwestern side is not going to be accessible, and the northeastern corner is not going to be accessible.
Well, you mentioned about like San Martin, we talked about Picado. So happy the flight path is on top of these two areas. So
Yes.
if teams were to bump into each other there, well, this could be one of those moments because of how the flight path is. And looking at some of the early drops, there are a few teams heading towards the Picado area. So we'll continue to monitor the situation if there will be a clash there. But inside of El Pozo, we already have two teams. One of them is Chinese Taipei and the other one is Myanmar.
That's two different teams that right next to each other. Early fight is definitely going to be on the table this time, ladies and gentlemen, in this match, in this Miramar. But aside from all of this, aside from the Picado as well, you can see more teams going towards the southern side. There's two teams, but the circle's going to take the shift to the hard eastern corner. We have a little bit of the water. We have a majority of the northeastern side inside of that circle, where the plane line was nowhere to be seen, where now the players will have to find a car, find a vehicle, and get their hands into that safe cities compounds. Those compounds are going to be crucial this time around, but already that first elimination is on our screen, ladies and gentlemen. Team INA, they're going to lose one of their players, Indonesia. They're the first one to receive the damage or receive that. In this match, in the match number 5, that's going to execute the first engagement.
Well, more engagements here inside Picado. We have 3 different teams, and William position compromise, and Hong Kong China is going towards him. Straightforward knock, straightforward elimination by aimbot. And now they need to refocus back onto whoever's inside of Picado. We still have the 2 players from Timor-leste inside, together with the remaining players of Pakistan. And Hong Kong China, they're hungry for eliminations now because they are one of the contenders for the top 3.
There definitely are. Like, the top 3 is the only way to go forward. But you know what, Sir Cloud? We don't have the overall ranking this time, and I'm loving this. I'm loving this, that we don't have the overall ranking into the Miramar phases. We will not know which team is going to be on the number 1, 2, 3 from this point onward, depending on the circumstances. If the bottom line teams do play good, do play really, really nice. But on our screen so far, it's the team Pakistan, and close to them, it's not just one different team, it's 2 different teams into the proximity, so the fight is definitely inevitable. You lose, you get away from one fight, you're definitely going to get into the other fight. But here we go, IQQ, he's over here close to the vicinity, and he's going to take down the players of Timor-Leste. That's a full casualty coming around. 3 elimination at the cost of one of their player. That is followed.
Oh, another fight's happening here involving Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. And Sri Lanka, the moment while their players arrived, Bangladesh, they were ready for him. And on the elimination feed, IQQ, he's been knocked. But while that's happening now, the fight continues on, and Bangladesh will collect their first official elimination point this round out of the player of Sri Lanka. While speaking about Sri Lanka, one of the players still down though, it's going to be tapped. And Bangladesh, they seem to be interested to push them.
They are seeming interested in pushing there, but oh no, on the other side we have the Pakistan, ladies and gentlemen. Pakistan receiving a lot of damage as there's only one player remaining. Now Naki, the one and only hope, S12K finally made a connection. 1 knockdown is on its way. The second knockdown, will it occur? Only 5 more bullets remaining into that shotgun. 3 more now, 3 more now, 2. And with these 2 bullets, it's all over. The player is out of the gun, out of the bullets. He's gonna switch to the Scar L, do a lot of damage, gonna go upstairs. stairs and wait for the opportunity, but he's gonna finish those elimination. Peak Fire is gonna come into the way. He's gonna do the damage, but not enough damage to get the player out of commission. That's all over for the team Pakistan after securing those 4, maybe 5 elimination total for themselves.
Oh, back onto Bangladesh. Looks like one player 90° currently down, but
Oh.
long range here. Let's see
Come
if
on.
Hitman can actually secure
Oh,
that one, but
no.
looks like not. Countered by Taps from the back. They totally didn't expect that to happen. Oh, Taps surprised them. And now because of that, they lost another player.
What was that? My man was ready with that Winchester 97, and he was absolutely destroying it. He was going on with the fires back and forth, but suddenly he got the shots, he got the damage, and he was down and dusted. From this point onward, we have Bangladesh down to the 3-man. Hitman is the only person that got eliminated, but 90°, I'm not seeing a really good situation for these guys as well. As you can say, 90° was down, but on the other side, from Myanmar angles, we're seeing Master Smile coming forward, getting those damages on the player. Amazing, amazing, man. The rest of the team from the side at this point, at this angle, that EXT, they're so further back into the angle that Master Smile, he has an easy chance of securing at least that elimination, or he can make sure that the Caesar at this very point, he gets absolutely decimated. But JP walks straight up into that grenade. This is not good whatsoever. And right with this, we have another casualty going around. Team, like over here, Myanmar, they're absolutely destroying everything.
Ooh, and Smile, he was ready with the short range nade. Immediately getting that knock, and now it's only Paytar left. Not sure what he can do from this angle. Don't think he can do much. All he can do right now is to think about how he can survive for the team, and that's about it. But surely he will not be able to challenge the remaining players of Team Myanmar.
Chances are very slim that he cannot challenge the players of the Myanmar at this point in time. But the chances are there that, okay, Paytar may actually take a 1 or at least 2 down with him. He is trying to look out for the situation that, okay, whatever the situation present himself, he's going to seize that opportunity. He will seize that opportunity. But finally, as the players from Myanmar, they are actually pushing up. They don't want to give any breathing space to this guy. It's all over, ladies and gentlemen. It is all over for the team Bhutan this time around. They threw a grenade. It did not make any connection. Okay, it made a connection on his own self. That was somewhat a self grenade that we witnessed. The player rushes up and it's all over within the second. Right with this, we have one more team out of the match. Straight up, 3 teams within the 7-minute, 8-minute marker have just left the lobby.
Well, that was a perfectly angled nade. And because of that, now Team Myanmar, they collect 4 elimination points. But Team Thailand and Team Malaysia, looks like they are having it at each other. Ryan just got eliminated by Spider Tan. And Team Thailand playing around the area of La Bandita. So it's more of a pick-off rather than they getting serious of just challenging up Team Malaysia.
Right now, Thailand, all the other teams, Malaysia, Hong Kong, China, and I'm really excited to see what Hong Kong, China is going to do, because they've been doing consistent gameplays or whatsoever. But ladies and gentlemen, we are about to head into the stage number 2, and as we're about to the stage number 2, there is also a fight on the mini screen that you can see, but the circle shift has gone towards, once again, the eastern side, but a very southern side shift, a very south shift towards the eastern corner. You're seeing almost 40%, 45% of the area, the radius of the circle, completely in the water right now, Sir Cloud, meaning that this 60% of the area is going to be completely it's going to be completely overtaken by all of these 12 teams.
Oh, and Thailand, from moving away from Team Malaysia, they bump into Team Brunei. Okay, that's interesting here. Team Brunei, they got 1. Looking for the rest of Team Thailand, and Spider Tan has to get away to safety. So far, so good. Thanks to the terrain as well, he will be okay. Starboy can't do much. But what they can do is to pick up that 1 elimination point out of Team Thailand, and it's 9 noise eliminated.
That's a player eliminated right there, ladies and gentlemen. But aside from all of this factor, we're still seeing some casualty coming around. The 4-time spray is going. Precious beautifully executing that fight, getting a knockdown straight up. And now from this point onward, you have to execute and get those elimination numbers higher and higher for yourself. Nepal, come on. One elimination is done. A lot more to go. A lot more to be done by you guys, because you know at the start of today's matches, you were on the hashtag number 4 and you don't want to lose those opportunity to secure your number 3 spot whatsoever. The sprays are going from Vietnam side on the Nepal, but not a single connection is being made so far. Not a single connection is getting onto the players' angles, neither them nor their cars. Finally, after this, Vietnam is going to get into the cars and they're just going to get out of here. They're just going to change their directions and change their momentum from one direction to the other one. But remember this, remember the fact that you have provided your location to the other team as well, and one wrong move at this point in time and the other team will not hesitate to rush on you and maybe get your eliminations as well.
Oh, I noticed a rush might happen. Team Vietnam rushing onto a player from Team Indonesia earlier on before we switch up the cam, but maybe that one player of Team Indonesia managed to get away. Okay, now we get a better view. Okay, so it looks like it's Team Vietnam just wanting to take over this compound as a checkpoint, not too aggressive onto getting that one elimination point. So that's okay. They decide to go for positioning instead. So that's fine as well, because we're still early into the game. And it looks like that spot that Team Vietnam just took is somewhere in the middle of the circle. So it's a valuable spot for them.
It is a valuable spot for them, but the circle is about to take another shift, guys. The circle is about to take another shift. It's going to be maximum 20 seconds, and we're going to see our stage number 3, stage number next to be made. And I'm really excited to see where it's going to go. It's going to go towards the northern angles. This time around, it's going to go to the land. The land side areas are finally on the grace of the circle, the safe zone areas. And almost, I would say 80% of the teams right now, they're in the circle. They are in the safe zone areas, but I see one team outside of the play zone getting annihilated, maybe by the blue, maybe by the players' spray. We will never know that. We don't realize that, because I couldn't see. I'm not sure about you, Sir Cloud, but I couldn't see if they got eliminated or was that the blue zone that took them down.
I believe that was a elimination by another team. Maybe we'll get a confirmation once we tabulate all the scores. But what we have confirmed right now on screen is Team Nepal against Team Chinese Taipei. And one player down, Mr. CCC7 on the ground, and Claw is going towards him. Looks like his teammates are nowhere to be found. So he will definitely be eliminated here. Now that means that Team Chinese Taipei only has 2 players left, and Team Nepal, they're on a hunt.
They are on a hunt right now. They definitely are. And I mean, they should be. At this point in time, they got nothing to lose. They are also one of those teams that is right now residing on the hashtag number 5, maybe hashtag number 4. So even those crucial points, it's really, really needed for these guys. And because of this, they're like, yeah, if we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. Let's just go. Let's just send it. And they are absolutely sending it all the way onto all of these teams. And it's going absolutely amazing. It's going absolutely phenomenal. 3 elimination is a very, very decent numbers. And with the 4-man standing, that's actually going to boost your morale even higher and higher. But aside from all of this action, you're seeing close to the vicinity, it is Nepal, and you can see the Chinese Taipei. They're kind of struggling. Not just kind of, they're struggling a lot at this point. One player's in the back, one player's in the front lines. Emperor, he gets spotted. He will absolutely be destroyed, but he's going to throw a grenade, which actually is going to hit the player. Not going to do enough damage, but the Molotov ensues. Molotov came in, and he's on fire, literally on fire. Jumps up onto the staircases. Finally heals himself, but the sprays are going to come, and it's going to take him down. It's over for this guy, for this player, and now down to the last player of the Chinese Taipei. We do have to see what the final man is about to do, but 5 eliminations from 3 to 5, meaning Chinese Taipei is out of the game.
And Nepal scores 5 eliminations. And let's not forget as well, Nepal, they are at the bracket where they stand a chance to be in the top 3. So every elimination counts for Team Nepal now. Team Myanmar, they want to retain their number 1 spot, and they see Team Nepal in front of them, looking for their next target to gun down. But while that's happening, we shift forward to the southern side. Team Malaysia against Team Brunei.
Mhm. Malaysia is over here so far, and he's cooking those grenades. He is absolutely cooking, but will that cooking actually gonna cook someone, or it's gonna just reveal his own location? That's the question, but there we go. Those are some grenade elimination that we saw into that chart that was shown to us, but aside from all of this action, you can see how well, like, this team is kind of like scattered from back to front, front to back, all of this angle, the sprays are coming around, and the smoke, and Malaysia. Beautiful shots, guys. Beautiful shots. Gonna take down the players. Easy. Easy right there. And just a solo player remaining. Malaysia securing those 4 elimination is a very, very huge accomplishment so far. And in this early stages of the game, 15 minutes in, it's kind of like showing the aggression from all of the side, all of these teams at this point in time. Like, nobody's backing off. Nobody's backing off from all of these fights. As soon as they see the fights, as soon as they see any kind of aggression that can be done or that can be executed, they're actually sending it over.
Well, they see the opportunity to try to take out Starboy, the final player of Team Brunei, but they don't have the information. They're still searching for him though. And Starboy, okay, look at this. UMP and Scar L. Can clutch, cannot clutch. Kind of 50-50 there. Unless if he has like a S12K or DBS, then it's a very clutchable weapon. But those 2 weapons are kind of 50-50. Very situational. We'll check back on him later because right now, we're going to see what's going to happen here between Myanmar and Nepal. Still the same kind of position for the both teams from before.
Yeah, it is kind of like the similar situation and the similar position for the teams. But the main concerning factor for both of them is the mindset. Whatsoever. The moment they're gonna realize that, okay, we need to have a strong mindset, we need to have a fighting mindset, they're gonna send it. The other team may lose their confidence in taking the fight. But Thailand so far, ladies and gentlemen, they're absolutely being pushed by the Malaysia side. The car is gonna go slam down on the players, but oh my god, beautiful flick. Come on, man, beautiful retaliation coming up, not just stopping the car, getting out of it, but instantly taking the player down straight up as the player was constantly shooting on you. Nobody would have expected that. He was completely sure that he's gonna get that elimination, but who would have thought? Who would have thought, man? Instantly, he's the one that's really, really in need of that rescue. But Team Nepal on our screen and close to the vicinity of Myanmar, we're seeing the fight that may potentially occur from this point onward. The 4 versus 3 circle's about to take a shift. 30 seconds more, and the circle, state number 4, is going to change to the state number 5.
Well, I guess both sides kind of complacent because they're on the inner side of the circle. So both Team Nepal and Myanmar, they'll be cool for now. But for Team Malaysia, not that cool against Team Nepal. Team Nepal just got Shamils, the big boy, out in the open, in the middle of the road. Claw should be able to secure that elimination point. Now looking for another on the left side. He sees his target, but doesn't have a good clear shot.
I mean, that's the thing. The circle's about to take a shift. My eyes are right now on the circle, where the circle is going to go. And this time it does go to the complete open side area. Nobody's in the grace of the circle. This is one thing. Nobody on the western corner is in the grace of the circle. Yes, Malaysia had a circle for themselves. They have the circle right now for themselves. But we are seeing some eliminations. Bhutan is the team that got absolutely decimated right here and now, and I showed a while ago. But we're down to the top 9. Still from number 15, a top 15 to top 9 is a very big jump. Within this 8 minutes of the marker, getting from number 15 all the way down like this, it's good. It's definitely amazing. But here we go. Another team got eliminated, absolutely destroyed. That is Thailand, ladies and gentlemen. Thailand just got finished off. Going forward, there's going to be more and more teams into the vicinity that we might see engage against one another. It just is a matter of factor of time that who's going to hold their positions inside of that circle, inside of that safe zone more and more efficiently than the other teams, and who will have the upper advantage against the other teams within their location sides.
And we could see a potential clash here at the south. Bangladesh has this compound, but on the outer side it's going to be Monkey alone. At some point, he probably has to cross that road, so he needs to be able to manage this situation. He does have his other teammates, though, from Hong Kong, China on the other side. So I guess he's just gathering information right now in preparation for the next circle. But on the elimination feed, 693 just got taken out. Back on Myanmar versus Nepal. Here comes the fight onto Smile. Smile takes a lot of damage. He does have a DBS though. Very clutchable weapon. But he's falling back now. He needs the space to heal while his teammates support him.
I mean, you do definitely need the support, as much support as you can possibly get, if you want to make sure that you're all alive, you're all surviving into the game, and you're getting a decent number of elimination wise as well. But on our screen so far, it is Bangladesh, ladies and gentlemen, and Bangladesh, they're kind of chilling in the They're done. They are dusted. They are gone out of this match. The team that I was talking about that was doing good, that was doing decent, finally, they have been eliminated early on. They're not going to get too much of the points. Yes, only 1 placement points. And if they have any elimination, that I think they do. I think that's 8 elimination they have. I can be wrong. I'm not sure. Yeah, that is 8 elimination that they have. So 8 plus 1, that's 9 total points that they are going to have at least for this match. So still somewhere into the proximity that, yeah, they are doing decent, but not good.
Wow, a lot more teams gathering on the left side of the circle. Look at this. We have Team Myanmar, Team Vietnam, Team Malaysia there, Team Nepal there as well. There's going to be quite a big brawl here. Manet sees a target, gets Precious, but just to be gunned down from the other side by N. But he does have Smart together with him. Great backup. And now Team Myanmar locking in 6 elimination points. Make that 7 elimination points as of now. Doing very well again in this Miramar match.
They are doing very well into this Miramar match. I'm loving this aggression, and I'm loving the fact that all of these teams, how well they are accumulating all of these points for themselves whatsoever. But all of this action, all of this situation, it's going good. It's going decent for the players. But we will have to see what kind of a gameplay that they're going to show us from this point onward. One wrong move, and that is going to be the end of you. That will be the end of you and your team members, at least in this match, right? So you have to make sure that every single point that you're doing right now, that you're gathering for yourself, it actually counts onto the overall chart. That helps you gather that top 3, that helps you get closer to that number 3 spot at the very least, if you're anywhere below that.
He got sprayed by Smile on the Team Vietnam, not able to get a target, but instead Kasim got max from Team Vietnam. Interesting. This is the multiple way war that we kind of expected to happen at some point. And that involves Bangladesh as well. Taking out Ade. Look, Claw. Looks like eliminated by Boity. Vehicle elimination. Okay, expect more teams to come right now because the circle is currently at stage number 6. All these teams are so close to each other. Even Team Bangladesh, who had no stake in the fight earlier on, they're starting to get involved.
Stage number 6, and we have 6 teams left, ladies and gentlemen. Only 6 more to go. Let's see from this point onward who is going to push first, who is going to go into the close vicinity first. And I am seeing a Team Malaysia so far into the proximity, into the area. I do have to know what is the strategy that the Team Malaysia is thinking of, but airdrop has been looted by Japan, ladies and gentlemen. Japan is the only team alongside of Team Vietnam that has a full-man squad, that has a 4-man proxy for themselves. Anybody else, any other team, they're solo, they're trios at this point in time, and this is not looking good whatsoever. You're doing great, you're doing absolutely amazing, but you have to know on the fact that you have to get onto the fact that right now the situation is very dire. Situation is going very risky. Smallest mistake, the minuscule mistake, is going to give you so much big of a headache that you might not be able to take it up. But Consulate finally getting 1 knockdown, instantly getting eliminated. Team Indonesia with this, it's over for them. Vietnam beautifully surviving with all the 4-man standing, but getting another elimination number 2 their side. It's a good start. It's a good, decent job that they have done so far. But right now, with this, Sir Cloud, we're down to the top 5, our final 5 contenders for the second last match.
Wow, and Team Bangladesh already has 9 eliminations. Interesting. And they can potentially still get more with the 3 players that they have. Looking over at the top 5, only Team Japan has a full squad. Numbers-wise, they do have a good chance of scoring the chicken dinner, but the competition is going to be tight as Team Myanmar, with 3 players, they're still able to rack in a lot of elimination points. And we are all aware of the level of firepower that they have. Now with the circle shift, it moves towards the northern side. Most of the teams are in the circle, but on the south, we do have Team Bangladesh that needs to come in.
We do have that, and they definitely need to come in inside of that circle. One thing is for sure that right now, these top 5 situation is going to very, very dire for these guys. It's the smallest minuscule mistake. It's going to put them in such a hassle spot that they might not be able to dig themselves out from that even into the next match. So whatever you're doing, whichever points you are lacking, gather it in this match whatsoever, because you're not going to have the chance into the very next match. Everybody's going to go completely haywire in that one. But Japan finally securing some elimination. That was a knockdown. That is a confirmation coming around on the Bangladesh side. That's another one down of the Bangladesh. And Bangladesh right now kind of struggling in this area as they're down to the last 2. It's a 1 versus 2 versus 2 versus 3 versus 4. Japan, the only name now amongst all of these top 5 to survive with the 4-man squad.
Oh man, it's so hard for Team Bangladesh to come in. A lot of gatekeepers there, including Team Japan, that had the high ground earlier on. We want to consider the left side, but if they go towards the left, then there's going to be Team Vietnam waiting for them instead. Let's see what they're going to decide to do, because time is not on their side right now. Curse knocked down by N. Looks like they decided to challenge Team Vietnam, but one of the players down. It's going to be 693 on the lower ground right now. Tuan just needs that information, but the terrain is not kind. All he sees is the smoke, so he will aim his utilities into the smoke, hoping to land it on the 693.
But there we go. The spray finally came in, and it took the player down. With this, Bangladesh, ladies and gentlemen, they're out of the game. They're out of the equation. We're down to the top 4. It's a 1 versus 2 versus 3 versus 4 now. A 1, 2, 3, 4 is the situation. Solo, duo, trios, and a squad. But how are these players going to hold themselves into this big of a circle, a big of a radius right now? Every single move, like every single step at this point, from this point onward, actually counts up. You can either go, maybe you may be going close to your demise, or maybe you are going close to your winner chicken dinner factor. You never know it until like it's almost over for you guys. You will never know it, because of the fact that there's so many teams and everybody's looking everywhere at this point in time, that one small minuscule mistake, even on your steps, it's going to like cost you so much. But so far, Kasim from Malaysia side, the solo guy, he's not budging an inch. He's just chilling out there between the 2 ridges. He is thrown down. He's not going to make any kind of sounds, but you can see the team Vietnam slowly addressing and approaching the situation. And if they're lucky, they will be able to find the guy. They will be able to find out the player. But if they're unlucky, then I'm totally telling you, man, that there is one casualty coming around for Vietnam.
As the team starts to get closer to each other, that's a possibility. But I don't know. I kind of have a feeling that the next casualty might be Team Myanmar, because they need to move forward. Okay, there you go. Exposing themselves to Team Japan, just playing by this terrain. Lots of nades, lots onto Team Myanmar. And taking heavy damage right now. But Smile responds back by taking out Rumik. Okay. But Kenji respond back with a nade, knocking down Smile. He's not out yet though. Cloud is there together with him, and they are hoping for the nades to end. Smile now in a critical situation. Cloud has to make it to save him, but unfortunately not able to. Kenji locks in that elimination point.
Oh, he definitely does lock in that elimination point. But now, as Japan is securing those elimination numbers with the grenades, Malaysia is going to be eliminated, ladies and gentlemen. We're down to the top 3, and Myanmar into this particular vicinity. They're slowly approaching the situation of the Japan side. Finally going to find the player in the car, is going to shoot him down, is actually going to try to eliminate the player up. But his location is revealed, and those grenades, they're actually going to come his way from this point onward. He is kind of like in a panic situation that, okay, whatever whatever he's going to do, he has to do it as soon as possible. The grenade came, and it's over. The player is down. Japan is going to secure another one of those elimination with the grenade. Kenji, in fact, is the name that is going to secure those elimination with the grenade this time around. But finally, ladies and gentlemen, we're down to the top 2 teams. The grenades are coming from both sides, whether it's Vietnam, whether it's Japan, and only one of them is actually going to go forward to the next phase of this action, to the a winner chicken dinner factor. And there we go. Airdrop has been looted. Vietnam is coming in hot with those sprays and with those casualties coming around. Kenji, the one and only hope remaining. The car is going to explode. And with this, the player is down and dusted. We have Vietnam with that match number 5. Winner, chicken dinner. Only one more match left. And the teams are absolutely going crazy. The top teams are not able to secure those winner, chicken dinners. The bottom line is that number 5, number 6 teams are securing those chicken dinners for themselves. And this is putting a lot of pressure for the top 3 at the very least.
And what's interesting is that Team Vietnam, last we checked, they have a chance to be in the top 3. And with this chicken dinner, who knows? We need to look at the overall scores. Considering that Hong Kong, China got eliminated fairly early in this round, and now Team Vietnam scores this chicken dinner, they might have a chance.
They might have a chance at this point in time, but this was the final blow, ladies and gentlemen. This is how Japan absolutely got decimated over here by Vietnam. And going on to the winner chicken dinner stat, it is Boy T with the most damage of 477. He is also going to be the only guy amongst all of his 4 peers to have that most damage chart. Then we have Tuan 18 with 3 most assists alongside of the most elimination number 2 this guy's as well. And RXN AGRXN is the only guy right now in all of this proximity with the highest survival time amongst all of his peers. But yes, total of 8 elimination numbers, meaning 18 points have been secured by the team.
Yes, and that's the points collected through eliminations this round. Just to break it down a little bit further, so N 2 eliminations, Tuan 4 eliminations, Boy T 3, and Max, no eliminations this round. He took a lot of damage, so I believe he got eliminated fairly early. So that just tells me that Team Vietnam, they've been playing majority of this round with 3 players, but still able to bring in the chicken dinner together with 9 elimination points. For me, that's impressive.
That is actually impressive. I do love the fact on the amount of engagement that the teams have done. It's beautiful. But going on to the match summary of the Miramar, ladies and gentlemen, this is the 57 elimination with 59 knockouts. Then we have a 5809 on the total healing side, 17 revives in this match, 157 throwables used in all of those proximities, alongside of the 285,000 kilometers of the distance travel. Longest elimination is going to be 363. Best for the Miramar, 18 total headshots in all of the scenarios, so that's good. And 2 airdrops that were looted in this match. We still have one more match. We still have one match more to go, and that overall standing, it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the head-to-head stats for the team Vietnam and the team Bangladesh.
And Team Bangladesh also coming in with 9 eliminations, despite no chicken dinner, but 9 eliminations is definitely impressive there. And for Team Bangladesh, they are also one of the teams in the running. So the points are really tight right now, right? You have one team with a chicken dinner, one team that did not have a chicken dinner, but also have the same amount of eliminations. So the math is right now really killing me. But the fact that Hong Kong, China did not do well this round, I worry that their position is compromised. Oh, okay. So Hong Kong, China has 7 points. So that's not too bad too. But is it enough to retain the top 3? That's where it gets difficult.
Yes, that's where it gets difficult, because are these 8 points that they have secured, are they going to be enough for them to stay seated into that top 3 placement? Or somebody might just take them down and away from that top 3 placement whatsoever. But this was the first chart of the match ranking, ladies and gentlemen. The second chart is going to show more disappointments into the fact that we might see 0 points in all of that second chart. The teams did not do good, but it doesn't matter. You tried. That what matters is that you tried your level best to engage and take the fight at that point in time. But I have to give it to Vietnam, man. I have to give it to Vietnam. 9 elimination is a very amazing number that they are going to have. Second chart, finally we have it over here, 2, 1, and 0 points whatsoever onto the second chart. Thailand, Bhutan, Brunei, there is Sri Lanka, there is Laos, there is Chinese Taipei alongside of the Timor-leste as well.
Yeah, so unfortunately for Timor-leste, again, another round that is tough for them. No points at all. Chinese Taipei, no points in this round too. But because of another 0-point round for Timor-leste, they will remain to be that one team who is still at a single digit in terms of overall points collected over the course of almost 2 days now. Now, I'm sure all the fans will be waiting to see who is that top 3 as of now. We do still have one more game to go, nevertheless, but the top 3 is, of course, the golden spot to the next stage that the teams will want to go for. I believe, personally, without looking at the numbers yet, it is still going to be a tight race at the last game.
It will be. But I wouldn't mind not seeing the overall ranking. I kind of want to keep it a secret on who is the top 3 right now and who is the team that is super close to the proximity of securing that top 3 for themselves. But ladies and gentlemen, yes, this is the match that we were witnessing, match number 11. Only one more match remaining, Sir Cloud.
Yes, one more match. It's definitely going to be important. Okay, we're going to get the overall standings soon. So, okay, although it's a bit of a surprise within the game, but, you know, when it comes to outside the game, when we tabulate the scores, looks like it will be still shown to us, unless if it's shown to us, but not the top teams. I don't know. We'll wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. Overall standings is clearly shown to us. It is still Myanmar, Malaysia, and Hong Kong, China at top 3. But look at the points. Bangladesh is just behind Hong Kong, China by 6 points, followed by Vietnam, 101 points after that chicken dinner. They put themselves also in contention for the top 3.
You know what's so amazing in all of this overall ranking right now? Is the fact that even the number 1 spot is not secured. Even that number 1 spot can actually be taken away by the teams as well right now. Like 124, like 4 points. We have 111 points. So that's 13 points of a difference that we're talking about. After that, like, it comes down to more of a 4 points at this angle. Then we have 102 for the Bangladesh. Vietnam did really good this time by getting those points for themselves, securing 1 placement into the overall ranking. Nepal has been taken down from the number 4 to the number 5, and now to the number 6 placement. The situation may or may not work for Nepal into the final match. They have to be really, really careful on what the situation needs to be done and what has to be done at this point in time. On the number 11, we have the Team Pakistan.
Yeah, unfortunately for Team Pakistan, their points are just too far to impact the top 3. More so the teams on page number 2, like Bhutan, Chinese Taipei, Sri Lanka, and Timor-leste, who's still at a single digit, 4 points. I do hope that Timor-leste do at least get to a double digit by the end of the next round, though.
Yeah, the final match is the only one that's remaining right now from this point onward, and that match is going to determine whether the top 3 right now is going to stay as the top 3, or there is someone else that's going to completely change.
Hey, I put together a free strategy session where we'll dive into your restaurant business. During that hour, when you book a call with me, you will get my full attention and we will chat about your strategies, your business model, your issue that you have in your restaurant.
absolutely going crazy. The top teams are not able to secure the... Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to the Asia and Oceania qualifiers of the World Esports Iesf. This is the final match of the group number B, and with you guys once again on the caster desk, it is me, Torix, and with me it is Sir Cloud. But the final match, Sir Cloud, we have been talking about this final match for a very long time. Even Miramar's for a very long time, from the start of the day. Like, the Miramars are going to be the cornerstone of how the teams are going to play, and that's exactly what's happening right now. Even now, like, how well this team like actually played up those 9 eliminations, the winner chicken dinner, it was amazing. And just imagine this final match going completely chaotic, everybody drop at the same location, take that fight.
Well, we saw a couple of early fights in the previous Miramar, especially the one inside of Picado where it involves 3 different teams. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see something like that again. Maybe it's still Picado, or maybe it's somewhere else, like what you mentioned, a possibility around San Martin. That could be the case. Although it wasn't the case in the previous round, but Picado was. Well, I wouldn't mind if the brawl happens again inside of Picado.
Yes. I would love that. I would honestly love that. I need some brawls. I need some early contestations from these teams, from these players, into anywhere, any city whatsoever. Just go for the fights. Just take those engagements, because I want to see that destruction from those bottom line teams, the teams that are staying at the bottom, that is not gonna like get anything good for themselves, like any decent placement points for themselves. I want those teams to go absolutely destructive, nuke every other team into the lobby at this point in time. Just go for it. Just send it. Try to get as many elimination as possible, and try to go out with a bang.
Oh, that's a very brutal description of how you mentioned it, right? Nuke everyone, destruction. You know, it's all the
chaos.
big, massive, chaotic words. Okay. I mean, I do get the sentiment, right? I mean, it's the last game, and some of the teams, they know that they have nothing much to play for anymore. So I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they have that on top of their head. It's like, hey, you know what? Just go in and nuke everyone and bring the destruction to the battleground and annihilate every single person. Why not, right? It's the last game, especially for some of the teams that have clearly nothing to play for.
I mean, it's the final game, and like you just said that as well, you repeated, we want that destruction. You, me, audience, everybody want that destruction to happen at this point in time. That's what I feel like right now. But the teams know the better, on the way on what they want to do and how they want to do it. So maybe they will go destructive mode, maybe they will not go to the destructive mode. But yeah, not going destructive mode for those bottom line teams. I don't see any other way that they can make a name for themselves at this point in time. Yes, they made a name for themselves, but going out with a bang, making sure that the other team recognizes you before you get eliminated, even in the final match, that's one thing that I think should be the focus, the main focus of those bottom line teams. Even if you're going out, even if you're getting eliminated, at least take 1, 2 teams down, or 2 players, 3 players down with you.
But if you need a motivator, you guys out there know who to find. Torix, you can find him at his social media, Torix_1 there, ladies and gentlemen. He will definitely motivate you to the crowd. I'm not sure if that's a form of motivation. But I think the bigger picture here, right, would be who will be in the top 3. Because right now, Vietnam, they joined into the potential top 3 club. Not only Vietnam, I'm also looking at the overalls again, and I see Bangladesh being one of the potentials. A surprise but must come out with a big performance is Nepal. Other than that, I don't think there's any more opportunity for like 7th place, which is Indonesia onwards. So I would still give it to like maybe 2 or 3 who can slide into the top 3.
I mean, at least up until top 5. That's what I believe. Up until the top 5, there is a possibility. There is a slight possibility of securing that number 3 placement for themselves, for the teams. And that placement is really going to be crucial right now. The moment that top line teams like the number 1 or number 2 gets eliminated here, the other team, the door's gonna open so much at that point in time. Like if Malaysia gets eliminated, if Hong Kong, China gets eliminated early on, that gives so much opportunity to Bangladesh, Vietnam, and at that same time Nepal as well. Nepal, there is a slight chances that they might not be able to secure those points for themselves or that number 3 placement for themselves unless they secure a 20 elimination winner and a chicken dinner, or at least an 18 elimination winner and a chicken dinner. Anything between like 15 to 20 points with a winner and a chicken dinner, that's going to be like their threshold of securing that number 3 placement. But for that to happen, first of all, that top 3, even Hong Kong, China, or Bangladesh, they would have to get eliminated on early.
Yeah, and you said it well, right? It also depends on how many points will the top teams also collect as well,
Yes.
like Malaysia, like Hong Kong, China. For Myanmar, yeah, their number 1 spot might be taken away, but I don't think that's the most important thing at this stage of the tournament. I don't see them dropping out of the top 3, so I think Myanmar is pretty secured there. So now the bigger question is whether Malaysia and Hong Kong, China can retain their spot or not. There is a risk for both teams. I would say it's almost equal sort of risk. Although Malaysia, they are above Hong Kong, China, but they are only above by 3 points. So the margin is not big.
I mean, a risk is for everybody right now. Bangladesh makes a wrong move, they're out. They're not going to be into the top 3. Vietnam makes a wrong move, they're out as well. Same with the Hong Kong, China, and Malaysia as well. They make even the slightest mistake, and that's going to haunt them so much that after the end of matches, they will be saying that, okay, we should have survived, we should have done this and that, rather than doing this and that as well. But this and that is right now, ladies and gentlemen, about to happen on our screen. The first Miramar was going from all the way from ruins down to the Puerto Paraíso side. Now it's going on to the very different angle. You can see it's starting from the Valle del Mar all the way up to the Campo Militar, meaning the plane line is somewhat the same, but the eastern corner where those were not accessible now, they're accessible. The western corner from the northern angle, they're not accessible this time around as they were available into the previous match.
Well, we talked about Picado. Potentially, we're going to see an early fight inside of it again. On the elimination feed, looks like in Chumasera, we have team Brunei Darussalam versus Thailand. And Thailand, they do have the advantage now that they took out 1 player of team Brunei. 2 players, in fact, Milo and Rong, now on the ground. and their other teammates are on the other side. So in order for them to save those two players, they need to beat Team Vietnam before they can do so.
Mm-hmm. The fight has to happen. The fight has to engage for some better things to like occur at this point in time. Thailanders right now receiving a lot of damage. You can see the right now Diz actually lost a lot of HP, but Nikki came in with the clutch, getting a knockdown, confirming Spider's T4N elimination number. That's the first elimination that they are going to have. Now after this, they're definitely going to go and engage onto the last guy of the, maybe at this point, team BRU. But BRU, you have to realize at this point in time, like Brunei, Starboy, you're the only hope for the team. Yes, you have a gun, that does not mean necessarily that you're going to be able to like secure those elimination. You only have like SMGs, the Thompson and the micro Uzi. You can't even use a really good scope on that. Not even a single scope can be attached to those guns rather than the holographic or the red dot.
But here's the rush in here by Team Thailand. It's quite clear that they know where Starboy is at. So unless Starboy can come up with a big clutch, but I'm not too sure about that. Tommy gun against 3, 4 maybe. I don't know. The chances are pretty low. Again, unless it's an S12K, then perhaps. But if it's a Tommy gun, then it's going to be pretty hard for Starboy to pull off a clutch. But anything can happen. Let's see. While on the mini screen, the fight inside Picado is also happening.
The fight is definitely happening at this point in time, and the players are finally pushing up. Thailand coming in with the close range quarters. Brunei taking one down. That's a knock, but not a confirmation. After this, Brunei absolutely get destroyed over there. The first team to get eliminated off this match is this one, but fourth arrives from the Team Pakistan. Team IC now. Former fourth arrives, they're ready for that action as well. First of all, they were getting those knockouts, and now they're the one responsible for securing those knockouts upon on the team. But IQQ finally going to receive some damage. He's going to be knocked out. Situation is not looking good from one moment where they were aggressing upon the team, and now they're kind of like in a situation where they need that heal first. The jump fires are happening. 23, let's see, 4x23, 4tx23. He's finally going to get a knockdown. Instantly, he's going to get taken down as well as a trade-off. So trade-offs are coming in. 4T is over here securing those eliminations, and at that same time 4T is down to those last two players that we can actually witness. There is a third party in all of this proximity. There is a fourth party that may occur if there is someone into the close range quarters. If they hear the shots, if they hear the gunfires, they will definitely come over to the close range quarters. Timor-leste, they also have been eliminated, and this is the lobby that I've been talking about. This is the lobby that we are talking about. 13 teams remaining with 49 players.
And among these teams, Team Hong Kong China, they still want to retain their top 3 spots. So the points do mean more for them. Right now, only 2 left from Team Pakistan, and they are surrounding them. While the elimination will be Team Myanmar in action against another team, and we have it on the mini screen right now. Just waiting for the next team to start to execute their plan. Okay, Monkey moving in. T24 amongst these players from Team Hong Kong China. Same goes for Noki on the inner side. So Team Hong Kong China right now, they're just waiting for the right information and the moment before they push in. Even though they have the numbers, but they're really cautious of Team Pakistan.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're really, really cautious right now, and that caution may or may not work for you, right? That caution is one thing that you have to realize that, okay, one wrong and even a slight mistake, and it's all over for us. Team Pakistan only down to the last 2 players. That is the IQ, in fact, Noki and the T24 OP. These 2 players, they're the cornerstone of the team, and the other team that is close to their proximity, Hong Kong China, they are pushing. Myanmar taking the fight. You can see one team finally getting eliminated. That is the Chinese Taipei. Taipei finished off in a single instance. They couldn't even do anything, and within the second they were absolutely destroyed. But finally Team Pakistan is being aggressed upon. They took down 2 players. Naki beautifully done, but after this it's down to the last player. It's a 1 versus 1 that's going on. You can secure those eliminations for yourself, but he's finally gonna get out. He's gonna do the damage, but a back angle backstab came into the place, and it's over. over, ladies and gentlemen. It's over right there with this. It's completely done.
It was a close clutch there for T24. But now, moving over to Team Nepal against Team Indonesia. The nade into the face by Zeta. And there goes him. And Claw goes down as well. Looks like Team Indonesia holding strong at this high ground, but Precious on the other side, spraying down, not able to get his target. Nevertheless, nade elimination goes to Zeta. Now it's time for them to reset on top of this high ground, while Precious is still around though. Potato is just right in front of him, so they probably have an idea where Precious is at. Maybe the chase might be on for Team Indonesia, but Domain is here. Domain sees one from the side, not able to land his shots. But there's Potato making the rotation. He's going for the flank.
He is going for those flanks, and those flanks, will they affect him or not? But players with a really next level move that they were baffled on what to do, what to not to do at that point in time. Instantly got the knock, instantly got that confirmation, and beautifully done. Team Indonesia at this point in time securing those elimination and not losing a single player, but the circle is going again into the water side, circle out at this point in time, and you can see near the Impala outskirts, we're seeing 3 teams close to each other's proximity. One slight mistake, and those teams will be faced head to head against each other in a very chaotic scenario. A slight hand mistake is going to be enough to initiate the fights and completely take down 2 teams out of the equation as well.
I'm looking around the area, truck stop. We have Team Bhutan there as well. Yes, they were just monitoring if they'll be able to gain something out of their position. At the same time, Team Vietnam moving towards truck stop as well. So we will have at least 3 teams there. Interesting enough that Team Myanmar, they're still taking their time around El Pozo, not moving yet.
Right now, there definitely are no moving, but Circle finally is going to go to the land. I was expecting the Circle to go to the water, but unfortunately for me, that Circle is not going to go into the water. We have some majority of the teams inside the Circle right now, so they're kind of chill on the other side. Talking about the team Malaysia, that is Kasim right now alongside of all of his other players. All the 4-man standing, they're alive. They're in the match. 4-man. And with this 4-man, we are seeing them. We are seeing them like going in different cars, different vehicles. Close to them proximity is another team that can potentially take them down or take the fight to them. And there we go. Malaysia is going to be the one responsible to take the players down. Destro is down on his knees. There's Bangladesh on the top of the mountain, shooting at the equation, shooting at the players of the Malaysia, getting one down. It's a confirmation on that solo guy that was completely out in the open. So Malaysia is also down to the 3-man standing. On the other side, Indonesia, they're taking the fight with Japan.
And Rumi Q just got taken out by Razak. And Consulate will finish off Rinto. Confirm the elimination there. But on screen, it's still going to be Team Bangladesh putting pressure on the Team Malaysia as they try to get away. Long range spray again. Now we're on Kenji from Team Japan. Only him and Hayato left. Rumi Q has been eliminated, or almost eliminated in fact. Only about 10% of health left, and he's currently bleeding out. And he's just too far away. That's a confirmation that Razak will lock in the elimination point. Now only 2 players left for Team Japan, and Kenji takes a lot of damage from that nade.
কেমন আছেন সবাই? মেবি শোনা যাইতেছে, শোনা গেলে হচ্ছে একটু কমেন্ট
Kenji,
করতে পারেন। লাস্ট ম্যাচ
careful. You have to be one of those crucial team members that will get those eliminations to the other team.
মানে হংকং চায়না যে টিমটা আছে সেই টিমটা হচ্ছে অলরেডি লিডে আছে। মানে বাংলাদেশি টিমরে 9 পয়েন্ট লিডে আছে, এন্ড বাংলাদেশি টিম মাত্র 1 পয়েন্ট নিছে, মানে 8 পয়েন্ট লিডে আছে। গাইস যারা দেখছেন সবাই একটু করে কমেন্ট করতে পারেন। গাইস শোনা যায়, শোনা গেলে একটা কমেন্ট করতে পারেন।
Okay, I'm just thinking now about the best case scenario for Team Indonesia. If they
গাইস কি অবস্থা? বাংলাদেশি টিম এটিআর এখনো জোনে আছে, মালয়েশিয়ান টিম মাঝখানে আছে, ভিয়েতনাম এখনো বাইচে আছে ভাই। ভিয়েতনাম, চায়না, হংকং, চায়না বাইচে আছে। গাইস যারা দেখছেন সবাই একটা লাইক দিতে পারেন। 60 লাইক হয়ে আছে, এন্ড প্রে করতে পারেন এটিআর এর জন্য। অ্যান্ড কেমন আছেন সেটা জানাতে পারেন। কয়টা টিম কোয়ালিফাই? টপ 3 ব্রো, টপ 3 কোয়ালিফাই করবে, টপ 3। বাংলাদেশ টিমের এখনো চান্স আছে ভাই, যদি ম্যাচগুলো ভালো করতে পারে। হংকং এর টিম মেবি এখনো জোনের বাইরে। হ্যাঁ ভাই কি অবস্থা, ডন ভাই কি অবস্থা? প্রে ফর এটিআর, এখনো চান্স আছে। হংকং এর টিম বাইরে, ভিয়েতনাম যদি আবার পয়েন্ট বেশি নিয়ে যায় তাহলে বাংলাদেশ বাদ হয়ে যাবে। নেপাল কিন্তু অলরেডি বাইরে, গেমের বাইরে হয়ে গেছে, মানে একটা চান্স আছে বাংলাদেশি টিমের যদি চিকেন নেয়। কিন্তু দেখেন বাইরে দিয়ে হচ্ছে রোটেশন দিতেছে হংকং, চায় না। ওরা কিন্তু 9 পয়েন্টের লিডে, মানে 8 পয়েন্ট লিডে আছে। মালয়েশিয়ান টিম অলরেডি কোয়ালিফাই অ্যান্ড ইয়ানগন গ্যালাক্টিডস মিয়ানমার টিম কোয়ালিফাই, তারা একদম জোনের মাঝখানে আছে। এখন শ্রীলঙ্কার সাথে যদি মালয়েশিয়ার একটা ফাইট হয়, দেখা যাক কি হয়। গাইস কমেন্ট করতে পারেন যে কোনো কোয়েশ্চেন থাকলে। আজকের কি লাস্ট ম্যাচ? এইটাই লাস্ট ম্যাচ ভাই, টপ 3 কোয়ালিফাই করবে মেইন ইভেন্টের জন্য, যেটা হবে সৌদি আরবে। ওকে শ্রীলঙ্কান টিম শেষ ভাই, কি মালয়েশিয়ান টিম অলরেডি কোয়ালিফাই, 2 রান অফ। 1 vs 4 করে দিব। ইয়া ভাই চোর এরিয়ার এক্স টিভি, হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ ব্রো।
Together with his teammates from before, and Destro shot toss big, and here comes the ring around the rosy.
Bye bye.
The big boy Samuel will finish him off.
বাই বাই, ইয়া লাস্ট ম্যাচ গাইস। যারা যারা দেখতেছেন সবাই একটা লাইক দিতে পারেন। ভিয়েতনাম এন্ড হংকং 10 পয়েন্টের হংকং 8 6 7 8 9 8 পয়েন্টের লিডে আছে এখনো হংকং। এন্ড ভিয়েতনাম যদি এই ম্যাচে মালয়েশিয়ার সাথে হারে তাহলে একটা ম্যাচ হইতে পারে, দেখা যাক, তাহলে চান্স আছে। এন্ড হংকং তাকে মরতে হইব, মানে 8 পয়েন্টের লিডে আছে। বাংলাদেশের 4 ম্যান স্ট্যান্ডিং আছে, এটাই অনেক। লাভ ফ্রম এটিআর ফারুক খান মাল্লিক, হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ ব্রাদার, থ্যাঙ্কস ব্রাদার। এন্ড যারা যারা দেখছেন সবাই একটা লাইক দিতে পারেন, 100 লিড কমপ্লিট করতে পারি আমরা। ওকে ভিয়েতনামের একটা প্লেয়ারকে খাই দিছে ভাই, মালয়েশিয়ানটারে মারিস না ভাই, থাইল্যান্ড তোরা পারবি না পরে। চাইতেছি বাংলাদেশি টিম একটা কোয়ালিফাই করুক। গাইস লাইক দ্য স্ট্রিম।
Okay. Now 4 elimination points now for Team Malaysia, but Team Thailand 5. And Team Thailand
বাংলাদেশের 7 পয়েন্টের একটা লিডে আছে, মানে হংকং 7 পয়েন্টের লিডে আছে। ভিয়েতনাম প্রায় শেষ হতে যাচ্ছে, মানে তাদের পয়েন্ট নাই। অ্যান্ড হংকং থেকে 3 পয়েন্টের লিডে আছে বাংলাদেশ। অ্যান্ড বাংলাদেশ জোন পাইব কিনা এটাই হচ্ছে কথা। মাঝখানে কি আছে? হংকং অ্যান্ড ভিয়েতনাম ভাই, এই দুইটা টিমই ভাই বলতে পারেন হচ্ছে হ্যাশট্যাগ 3 থেকে নিবে, কিন্তু তারাই মাঝখানে আছে। হংকং থেকে হংকং অ্যান্ড থাইল্যান্ড বাইরে ভাই কি হবে আল্লাহ জানে। এখন এটি আর যদি মারা খাই তাহলে শেষ। এইটা সর কয়টা ম্যাচ আছে ভাই? লাস্ট ম্যাচ, এটা লাস্ট ম্যাচ, আজকে লাস্ট ম্যাচ। গাইস যারা যারা দেখছেন সবাই একটা করে লাইক দিতে পারেন, প্লাস সাবস্ক্রাইব করতে পারেন। লাস্ট ম্যাচ এন্ড প্রে ফর এটিআর, প্রে ফর বাংলাদেশ টিম। দিন শেষে আমরা বাংলাদেশি ভাই। হান্ড্রেড প্লাস ওয়াচিং ভাই, এইখানে কি এটিআর কোয়ালিফাই করলে পিএমজি স্ক্যাম না ভাই? এটা হচ্ছে আইএসএফ ইন্টারন্যাশনাল ই স্পোর্টস ফেডারেশনের একটা ইভেন্ট, অ্যান্ড এইটাতে হিউজ প্রাইস পুল। আমি দেখাবো নেক্সট টাইম, সামনে ভিডিও করবো। অ্যান্ড হিউজ বলতে হিউজ প্রাইস পুল, প্রায় পিএমজিসির কাছাকাছি প্রাইস পুল থাকবে এই টুর্নামেন্টে। এটা ইন্টারন্যাশনাল ই স্পোর্টস ফেডারেশনের আয়োজন, অ্যান্ড এটা সৌদি আরবের রিয়াদ অনুষ্ঠিত হবে। অ্যান্ড এটা বহুত বলতে পারেন পিএমজিসির মতোই বলতে পারেন, বিশ্বের সব টিম আছে, মানে সব দেশ থেকে একটা করে টিম আসছে কোয়ালিফাই করে। ওকে ভুটান ভার্সেস ইন্দোনেশিয়া। ইন্দোনেশিয়া থেকে আসছে ভয়েন। গাইস যারা যারা দেখছেন সবাই একটা লাইক দিয়ে সাবস্ক্রাইব করতে পারেন, এটাই উদ্দেশ্য, আর কোনো উদ্দেশ্য নাই। 6150 করে দিতে পারেন সাবস্ক্রাইব, আপনাদের ইচ্ছা। 20টা সাবস্ক্রাইবার লাগে 150 হইতে। আপনারা চাইলে কয়েক সেকেন্ডে করে দিতে পারেন। লাস্ট ম্যাচ ভুটানের 4টা প্লেয়ারই হারাই আছে। বাংলাদেশের কাছে 2টা এলিমিনেশন পয়েন্টও আছে, এইটা একটা হচ্ছে বলতে পারেন অ্যাডভান্টেজ।
side. You just need to get past Bhutan and they'll be okay. But Precious
80 লাইক
representing Team Nepal.
ভাই আমি এত বড় ইভেন্টে বাংলাদেশের যে কোনো টিমকে সাপোর্ট করি বাট এটিআর চোর থ্যাঙ্কস ব্রাদার
He is just
থ্যাঙ্কস ফর ইউর অপিনিয়ন A1 এর বড় হয়ে বলতেছি এটিআর সৌদিতে খেলুক হাওয়েভার উই আর বাংলাদেশ ইয়া বিয়েতে কত টোটাল পয়েন্ট বাংলাদেশে মনে হয় 100 কত দেখলাম 103 না 4 6 পয়েন্ট ছিল 102 পয়েন্ট ছিল হ্যাঁ 102 পয়েন্ট ছিল 106 ছিল হংকং চায়না এন্ড তারা মেবি এখন হংকং চায়না 111 এন্ড বাংলাদেশ 2 পয়েন্ট লিড তাহলে 7 পয়েন্টের লিডে আছে হংকং বাংলাদেশ 4 পয়েন্টে মেবি নেপাল এলিমিনেট মানে নেপালের আর চান্স নাই শেষ নেপাল আর চান্স নাই এখন চান্স আছে হংকং ভিয়েতনাম এন্ড বাংলাদেশ থাইল্যান্ডের চান্স হইতে পারে জানি না ভাই নো এপিজি কোয়ালিফাই করে নাই এপিজি খেলে নাই ওটা মঙ্গোলিয়া থেকে অন্য টিম খেলছে মেবি
formation, right? When he was left with only Precious, it already looked dire, and with him out,
আনার ভাই থ্যাংক ইউ কমেন্ট করার জন্য এন্ড সবাই একটা লাইক দিয়ে দিতে পারেন গাইস 100 লাইক কমপ্লিট করতে বেশিক্ষণ লাগে না ভাই
Vietnam is still
100 লাইক 20টা লাইক লাগে মাত্র আপনারা দেখতেছেন 104 জন সবাই একসাথে যদি লাইক বাটনে ক্লিক করেন 100 একদম 100 কমপ্লিট হয়ে যাবে
all the way down south. They're in the clear.
ওকে দেখা যাক গাইস 120 হয়েছে কোয়ালিফাই করতে কত লাগে ভাই 6 থেকে 7 পয়েন্ট লাগে এই ম্যাচে যদি নিতে পারে প্লাস হচ্ছে আগে যদি ভিয়েতনাম বা হংকং মরে তাইলে হচ্ছে কোয়ালিফাই করবে দেখেন মাঝখানে কেউ নাই বাংলাদেশের সামনে পুরা রিচ খালি এখন হংকং চায়না কিন্তু জোনের বাইরে ভাই ভিয়েতনামের সাথে একটা ফাইট হবে কিন্তু ভিয়েতনাম যদি আবার পয়েন্ট এ থেকে এ1 বলে এটিআর থেকে বেশি পয়েন্ট নিয়ে নেয় তাইলে কাম ছাড়ছে ভাই ভালো একটা পজিশন পাইছে হংকং এন্ড চায়নার একটা হংকং এন্ড ভিয়েতনামের ফাইটটা হোক একটা টিম মারা যাক এইটাই চাই ভাই তাহলে বাংলাদেশ টিম কোয়ালিফাই করতে পারবে গাইস সবাই একসাথে লাইক বাটনে ক্লিক করে দেন একসাথে লাইক বাটনে ক্লিক করলে একসাথে যদি ক্লিক করেন তাইলে হয়ে যাবে 92 ভাই আর 8টা লাইক লাগে আর সাবস্ক্রাইব করলেও করতে পারেন 150 করে দিতে পারেন 6150 আপনাদের ইচ্ছা ভালো লাগলে করতে পারেন এন্ড বাংলাদেশি টিম কি করতেছে আল্লাহ জানে ভাই ওকে একটা কিল পয়েন্ট মেবি নো কিল পয়েন্ট না জাস্ট ড্যামেজ দেওয়ার চেষ্টা করতেছিল ওটা ছিল ভিয়েতনাম এটা ভিয়েতনাম ভাই জোন ধর ভাই আশেপাশে অন্য টিম আছে জোন না ধরে কি করতেছে আল্লাহ জানে এটিআর কোয়ালিফাই করলে ফ্যান হয়ে যাবো ফ্যান হইতে পারেন ভাই এটিআর কোয়ালিফাই করতেও পারে বেস্ট টিম খেলতেছে ইয়ানগন গ্যালাক্টিকাস ভুটানের সাথে ফাইট নিতেছে ওকে হংকং মার রে মার ভাই ইয়ানগন ভাই ইয়ানগন তো আগের মারতেছে ভাই চান্স হয়ে যাবে মেবি আমার মনে হচ্ছে চান্স হয়ে যাবে বাংলাদেশ
Stealing away that elimination point.
কি করতেছে আল্লাহ জানে ভাই
Myanmar.
গাইস এটিআর অনেক ভালো করতেছে বেশি পয়েন্ট লাগে না ভাই এই ম্যাচে চিকেন হইলে এটিআর কোয়ালিফাই গাইস সবাই লাইক দিতে পারেন এন্ড আপনাদের অপিনিয়ন জানাতে পারেন কমেন্টে ওকে 100 লাইক 3টা লাইক ওকে এটিআর একটা কিল উড়াই নিছে দুইটা আরেকটা নক করছে ওকে আরেকটা নকও করছে হংকং আর ভিয়েতনাম মারা গেলে বাংলাদেশের চান্স হয়ে যাবে ভাই হংকং হয়ে যাবে ওকে লেটস হোপ ফর দ্য বেস্ট আরেকটা কিল পয়েন্ট নিয়ে নিছে 6টা পয়েন্ট ওকে Where is Hong Kong? ভাই হংকং থেকে আর 3 পয়েন্ট লাগে ভাই হংকং থেকে 3 পয়েন্টের 5টা না 6টা ভাই হংকং থেকে 3 পয়েন্ট পিছিয়ে আছে ভাই ভিয়েতনাম মরলে ভাই বাংলাদেশের চান্স হয়ে যাবে ভিয়েতনাম মরলে বাংলাদেশের চান্স ভাই ভিয়েতনাম মরলে শেষ বাংলাদেশের 4টা ম্যান এলাইভ আছে এটা একটা 3টা ডিফারেন্স ভাই তিনটা হয়ে যাবে ভাই দোয়া করেন সবাই হয়ে যাবে মনে হইতাছে ইয়ানগন গ্যালাক্টিকস কারে মারছে ভাই ভিয়েতনাম মালয়েশিয়া থাইল্যান্ড ভাই মার ভাই ভিয়েতনাম রে মার ভিয়েতনাম #2 হইলে হয়ে যাবে ভাই #1 হইতে পারে কয়টা দল নেক্সট লেভেলে যাবে এখান থেকে ভাই 3টা দল যাবে মেইন ইভেন্টের জন্য যেটা পিএমজিসির মতো একটা স্টেজ বলতে পারে ওকে ভাই মার ভাই মার ভিয়েতনাম রে ভাই এটিআর রে মারতে ভাই এটিআর মারলে শেষ ভাই রোটেশন দে ভাই ফাস্ট রোটেশন দে জোনের বাইরে থাকিস না ভাই গাইস যতজন ওয়াচিং সবাই একটা করে লাইক দিয়ে দেন ওকে ওকে ভিয়েতনাম রে মারতেছে ভাই, বাংলাদেশের চান্স বাড়তেছে, শেষ বাংলাদেশ কোয়ালিফাই মনে হচ্ছে, এটিআর জিজি ভাই মনে হইতেছে ভাই কোয়ালিফাই করবো। ওকে আরেকটারে মারছে, ওকে লাস্ট, ও ভিয়েতনাম রে মার ভাই, মার রে ভাই, ভিয়েতনাম রে মার ভাই রে, ভিয়েতনামের একটা পয়েন্ট অলরেডি ভাই, মার 6-9 মার, ইয়া বাংলাদেশ 3-3-5-6-7 পয়েন্ট, আর 2 পয়েন্ট লিডে ভাই, আর 2টা পয়েন্ট লাগে কোয়ালিফাই করতে ভাই, 2টা ইয়া 3টা পয়েন্ট লাগে কোয়ালিফাই করতে, মাত্র 3 পয়েন্ট লাগে কোয়ালিফাই করতে, এন্ড 3 পয়েন্ট পাবে কিনা, 6-5-4-3, বাংলাদেশ কোয়ালিফাই ব্রো, বাংলাদেশ কোয়ালিফাই, বাংলাদেশ কোয়ালিফাই ফর আইএসএফ মেইন ইভেন্ট, আইএসএফ মেইন ইভেন্টের জন্য কোয়ালিফাই করে গেছে, আইএসএফ মেইন ইভেন্টের জন্য কোয়ালিফাই করছে এটিআর ভাই, কোয়ালিফাই ভাই, এটিআর জিজি কোয়ালিফাই ভাই, কোয়ালিফাই ইজিলি কোয়ালিফাই করে গেল, 3 পয়েন্ট পাইবই ভাই, 6-5-4 3 ভাই, আর একটা মরতে হবে ভাই, একটা টিম মরতে হবে ভাই, একটা টিম মরলে কোয়ালিফাই ভাই, কেমন লাগতেছে ভাই গাইস, আর মাত্র কয়েকটা 2টা 3টা পয়েন্ট ভাই, আর বেশি না, এটিআর কোয়ালিফাই মেইন ইভেন্টের জন্য, #3 কোয়ালিফাই করব গাইস, সবাই একটা করে লাইক দিয়ে দিবেন ভাই, এটিআর কোয়ালিফাই আমার মনে হইতেছে, এন্ড সাবস্ক্রাইব করতে পারেন, 150 করে দিতে পারেন, মাত্র 10টা থেকে 12টা সাবস্ক্রাইবার লাগে গাইস, আর মাত্র 2টা পয়েন্ট, একটা পয়েন্ট লাগে মেবি, বাংলাদেশ ভাই, বাংলাদেশ কোয়ালিফাই ভাই, কোয়ালিফাই গাইস, এটিআর কোয়ালিফাই মেইন ইভেন্টের জন্য কোয়ালিফাই, টপ 3 ইয়া, বাংলাদেশ কোয়ালিফাই ল্যান্ড ইভেন্টের জন্য কোয়ালিফাই করছে বাংলাদেশ, এন্ড সৌদি আরবে যাবে মনে হইতেছে ভাই, লাস্ট ম্যাচ কোয়ালিফাই মনে হইতেছে, কোয়ালিফাই ভাই রে ভাই ইয়া, লাস্ট পর্যন্ত ল্যান্ড ইভেন্টের জন্য কোয়ালিফাই করে ফেলছে, এন্ড চুরি করা স্লটে খেলা এটিআর, ইয়া ব্রাদার, চুরি করা স্লটেও খেলা ল্যান্ড ইভেন্টের জন্য কোয়ালিফাই করে ফেলছে এটিআর ভাই, কোয়ালিফাই বাংলাদেশ কোয়ালিফাই করে ফেলছে, হালাল এটিআর গাইস, সবাই একটা করে লাইক দিয়ে দিতে পারেন এন্ড সাবস্ক্রাইব করতে পারেন, আর বলবো না, শেষ কোয়ালিফাই, মেবি কোয়ালিফাই বাংলাদেশ, 7টা পয়েন্ট নিয়ে নিছে, 2 পয়েন্ট তো পাবি, আর 1 পয়েন্ট আছে গাইস, দেখা যাক where is ATR ফ্যান কই ভাই, ল্যান্ড ইভেন্টের জন্য কোয়ালিফাই গাইস, ল্যান্ড ইভেন্টের জন্য কোয়ালিফাই, কারো জন্য তো শুভ কামনা করতে, কি লিখছে, জিজি নো হেট, কারো জন্য তো শুভ কামনা করতে, বাংলাদেশ মানে সিঙ্গের, ইয়াহ ব্রাদার, বাংলাদেশ সেনপাই, বাংলাদেশ কোয়ালিফাই, হালওয়ার এক্সট্রন মেবি কোয়ালিফাই বা কোয়ালিফাই না, 1 পয়েন্টের লগে আটকে যেতে পারে আমার মনে হইতেছে, 216টা ওয়াচিং ভাই, 110 বা 120 লাইক কমপ্লিট করে দিতে পারেন, ভাই মার ওয়েট, ইন্দোনেশিয়া কি কোয়ালিফাই করবে নি মাঝখান থেকে আবার, ওকে আবার অ্যাড আইছে গেছে ভাই, okay guys, Thailand ইন্দোনেশিয়া, না ভাই ইন্দোনেশিয়া লাইনেও নাই, ইন্দোনেশিয়া কোয়ালিফাই করতে পারবো না, 1 থেকে 2 পয়েন্ট লাগে ভাই, কি করতেছে, 4টা ম্যান আছে, ওকে মালয়েশিয়া ভার্সেস থাইল্যান্ড, ভাই ফাইট নিস না, উপর দিয়ে কি আইতেছে, আল্লাহ কি হয় ভাই, থার্ড পার্টি ফোর্থ পার্টি মারাটা খাইবে এখন, 2টা পয়েন্ট তো কিল দেয় নি ভাই, হুদাই ক্যান পুশ করে দিব এখন, তো কি করতেছে ভাই, দিছে যা, 2টা পয়েন্ট 2টা ম্যান অলরেডি নক, 3টা নক,
finally,
শেষ
Thailand, one player is gonna do knockdown on Bangladesh's player.
শেষ শেষ শেষ
Player get eliminated
মনে হইতেছে
for
একটা পয়েন্ট তো
the
কোয়ালিফাই করে যা ভাই
side, but I'm seeing THA, Spider,
যা
and finished
Last
off.
man.
There's the elimination coming from Kasim eliminated
last man
the
A1 finished A1 বল এটি আর ফিনিশ সরি গাইস
We see
শেষ
one team getting a fully
শেষ
finished
শেষ শেষ
off
শেষ শেষ
into the area. Only one player is remaining from all of their
Last
side.
man standing,
Whether it's
6-9
Bangladesh, whether it's Malaysia,
ভাই একটা টিম এলিমিনেট হ
it is, the Thai
মালয়েশিয়া এলিমিনেট একটা পয়েন্ট পাইবো
their last two players, last three players in fact.
10-6
But Myanmar,
5-4
team that is coming
10-6
back
5-4 3 পাবো
very decent
একটা পয়েন্ট
opportunity,
পাবো
I have to say, Sir Cloud.
ওকে
Oh, but this is looking bad for Team Bangladesh. If they get eliminated now, it might not be enough points for them to be in the top 3.
ভাই রে ভাই পলাই থাক ভাই 693 ভাই 69 ভাই জাইম নেও পলা ভাই জেম নেও তুই ওদিকে হেল্প করে থাক
Team Bangladesh, if he goes out here, that's it. They can make
ভাই
good
কামড়
win.
দে নাইলে
And Razak showing himself in front of 693.
শেষ
693 fights back, but 693.
10-6 5-4
Oh no.
3 পয়েন্ট
This could be a disaster
3 আর 8 11
for Team Bangladesh.
11 পয়েন্ট ভাই
Will be a disastrous situation, but Thailand,
দিছে ভাই
Thailand also receiving those damages,
দিছে
those elimination numbers.
কোয়ালিফাই
To
নাকি
their
দেখতে
team
হবে
inside, they're also potentially down to the very last guy from this point onward. Malaysia
11
also
point.
down to the last person standing into the game. Myanmar.
কোয়ালিফাইড মেবি কোয়ালিফাই ভাই কোয়ালিফাই
Indonesia.
মেবি কোয়ালিফাই গাইস
Team, oh my God. Player-wise, I would say Indonesia has the best opportunity of securing that winner chicken dinner.
Maybe qualify.
It's a 1 versus 1 versus 2 versus 4 scenario, and it can't be any better than this team, right? It cannot be any better than this for Team Indonesia at this point in time. You are given a winner chicken
11
dinner on a silver platter. All you have to do is grab that opportunity and take that.
13
Seize that.
11
Seize
মেবি
that
কোয়ালিফাই
winner
ভাই
chicken
হংকং
dinner.
যদি মরে যায় মেবি কোয়ালিফাই হ্যাশট্যাগ ফ্রি আই থিঙ্ক কোয়ালিফাই গাইস দোয়া করে লাস্ট পর্যন্ত দেখেন তাহলে দেখতে পারবেন যে কোয়ালিফাই কিনা Maybe qualify.
Denying away the point from anyone else, leaving us with only 3 teams left. It's going to be Myanmar 2, Indonesia 3 now, and Thailand. One last player is going to be Shirley on the other side.
Guys, Thailand তো যাইতে পারবো না মিয়ানমার চলে যাবো মালয়েশিয়া এন্ড বাংলাদেশ মেবি কোয়ালিফাই
God, it's going so insane. It's going so insane. I'm loving it. I'm loving every single part of it. I'm loving every single moment of this situation.
Guys,
This
last match.
chaotic, way on how the teams are fighting, how the teams are engaging right now. Beautifully done. The grenades are going, but THA, come on, Thailand.
guys last match maybe qualify আমার মনে হইতেছে maybe qualify for LAN event in Saudi Arabia or Dubai, maybe Dubai or Saudi Arabia, I don't know.
We're about to have our final winner chicken dinner. It's a 2 versus 2 going on.
Direct দেখাই দিব কে কোয়ালিফাই করছে maybe চ্যাম্পিয়ন তো জানি ইয়ানগন গ্যালাক্টিকস মিয়ানমার শেষ তো ভাই শেষ কর ভাই শেষ কর
is doing a lot of damage upon the player, but he healed himself. And meanwhile, the sprays are going. The situation
guys
is now
guys
good.
finish
It's a 1
Finish.
versus
Finish.
Gentlemen,
And
there
champion.
that silver platter
Yangon
taken
Galacticos.
away by the Myanmar, and Myanmar is gonna have that winner chicken dinner, even for that very final match.
And the last point denied away, but it doesn't matter. For Team Myanmar, with
Is
the chicken
dinner.
dinner, no doubt, they'll be looking in the top of the chart.
ভাই কোয়ালিফাই
Ladies and gentlemen,
yeah ভাই দেখতে হবে কোয়ালিফাই কিনা
question number
মেবি
2,
কোয়ালিফাই
I would still say it's still going to be Team Malaysia.
ভাই ওয়াইনের চিকেন ডিনার পরে দেখা ভাই আগে দেখা কইলে কোয়ালিফাই কিনা
If they actually do it now, will our calculations
ওগুলা পরে দেখানো যাবে
or will Team Hong Kong China retain the 3rd spot? That is something that everybody's anticipating now.
Oh yeah.
মেবি কোয়ালিফাই Qualify, guys, qualify. Bye, final blow দেখাই দিব না গাইস
Myanmar this time, but ladies and gentlemen, this was the final moments of this match. How Thailand took the fight, how they got eliminated from that point onward.
এগুলো পরে দেখানো যাবে ওইখান থেকে মেবি একটা পয়েন্ট নিতে পারছিল যার জন্য কোয়ালিফাই করছে তাহলে কোয়ালিফাই করতে পারতো না গাইস লাস্ট ফাইটে যদি একটা কোয়ালিফাই না করতে পারতো গাইস সবাই একটা করে লাইক দিয়ে দিতে পারেন and ইচ্ছা হলে সাবস্ক্রাইব করতে পারেন মেবি কোয়ালিফাই ভাই দেখায় না কেন ভাই কোয়ালিফাই কিনা গাইস 13টা সাবস্ক্রাইবার লাগে 150 হইতে যারা যারা দেখছেন সবাই একসাথে যদি ক্লিক করেন ভাই এতজন ওয়াচিং প্রায় 100 প্লাস ওয়াচিং কোয়ালিফাইড ইনশাআল্লাহ 100 প্লাস ওয়াচিং সাবস্ক্রাইবার হয়ে যাবে আমার এন্ড আপনাদের একটা সাবস্ক্রাইব আমার হচ্ছে অনেক মোটিভেট করে ওকে গাইস দেখা যাক কে চ্যাম্পিয়ন এন্ড বাংলাদেশ কোয়ালিফাই করছে কিনা ওকে ওকে দেখায় না কেন ভাই এইগুলা দেখাইতেছে এটিআর কোয়ালিফাই করছে ভাই কি খেলা দিছে ভাই এটিআর কোয়ালিফাই করে গেছে ফাইনালি কোয়ালিফাই ভাই ফাইনালি মনে হইতেছে কোয়ালিফাই ফর মেইন ইভেন্ট ভাই ম্যাচ সামারি দেখাইতেছে এখন যেখানে দেখানোর কথা কি কোয়ালিফাই করছে কি করতেছে ভাই আল্লাহ জানে মেবি কোয়ালিফাই এক পয়েন্টের জন্য কোয়ালিফাই নাও করতে পারে ভাই দেখায় না কেন আল্লাহ upon the players or for the covers 368 meters was the longest elimination distance 14 headshots and 3 airdrops that were looted by the team by the players this was the summary this was the situation how the match went from start দেখায় না ভাই কেমনটা লাগে and here is head to head ইন্দোনেশিয়ার সাথে দেখাইতেছে ভাই আগে রেজাল্ট দেখা ভাই first and second place team in this round so Indonesia they were a lot more active than Team Myanmar. They scored 13 eliminations with 2,141 damage output as compared to Myanmar, 1,914. It's still a lot though, so not going to take it away from them. But still got to give it to Indonesia. I mean, second half of today, they seem to be on the rise, but too bad for them. There just wasn't enough games for them to really push up to the top 3 spot. And here's the match ranking. So Myanmar 21 points, Indonesia 19 points, followed by Thailand 12 points, Malaysia 11 points, Bangladesh 11 ভাই 11 পয়েন্ট ভাই ম্যাচ র‍্যাঙ্কিং দেখাইতেছে এখানে কি বলবো ভাই এটিআর #33 বলতে সবাই আল্লাহ জানে কি করছে it is oh man I need a moment then I mean do your calculations because we are about to head into the overall 2 in a short while ladies and gentlemen this is the second page of the match ranking on your screen guys qualify করছে কিনা এটা দেখতে হইতেছে না all of these names take those fights through us from the start এটাই বুঝতেছি না and this was the দেখাই না ভাই পুরো বান গিলা ধরে রাখছে এখানে সবাই বলতেছে কোয়ালিফাই সবাই বলতেছে কোয়ালিফাই সবাই বলতেছে লোক question this is the situation that has to be answered দেখায় না ভাই we're getting teased at this point and we're getting teased but ladies and gentlemen let's talk about the overall first of all Cloud I want to talk about you with that Myanmar is definitely going to go there right out of Bangladesh out of the other teams like the rest of them how Malaysia was there Hong Kong China was there like those points that they secured what are the chances that we're not actually going to see Malaysia or Bangladesh on the number 2 or 3? 0% for Malaysia. And what I mean is that confirmed Malaysia is going to go through. But between Hong Kong, China and Bangladesh, through my mathematical calculations, Bangladesh didn't do enough. And it was just off by 1 or 2 points. And there was a potential tiebreaker as well. If it goes out to tiebreaker, ভাই বলে কি বাংলাদেশ কোয়ালিফাই করে নাই বলতেছে মাথা নষ্ট হয়ে গেল Hong Kong China but it didn't go down to the tiebreaker I believe there's only a 1 point difference and the third spot should be to Hong Kong China I mean you told your calculation but now let's go and see okay. What our overall guys দেখা যাক কে কোয়ালিফাই করছে on the very top of that leaderboard দেখায় না ভাই ওর টানতেছে হুদাই so excited you said we had a clash হুদাই টানতেছে we had 1 or 2 points of a difference I want to see what kind of a points কি শুরু করছে রে ভাই
right now, Sir Cloud.
Ooh, that's where the official result is where it matters. It doesn't matter what I calculate, you know. It doesn't matter what everyone else calculates.
You're getting
What matters
excited
is
with
the
that
official
speculation.
calculation. Yeah, we're just speculating here. at
দেখেন
this
না ভাই
point, and
কি
I'm just
শুরু করছে
putting
ভাই
up my mathematical
প্লান সব
calc.
বসে আছে ভাই গাইস
So,
কমেন্ট
it's
কি
really
কেউ
down
কমেন্ট
to
করতেছে না
official on who might be top 3. And without further ado, we're going to
এটিআর
start with
হংকং 100 212 ইয়া মেবি ভাই
you guys a bit of a drama here. And on page number 2, here we have these teams. Timor-leste, they
ভাই লাস্ট থেকে দেখাইতেছে
score 2 points in that round, but not able to get up.
ভাই লাস্ট থেকে দেখাইতেছে ক্যাম্পটা
Yeah,
লাগে
couldn't get up to the double digits, more or less.
Okay, guys.
Whatsoever.
3
So,
নম্বরে ভাই 3
sad
নাম্বারটা
for
দেখতে
them.
বসে আছি
I'm
যে
hoping
এটিআর
to
কোয়ালিফাই
see them play out into these complete sections. But yes, it is 0, then 6 points, it's 14 points, 17 and 20.
Qualify, maybe by qualify.
Is going to be on the hashtag number 12. That's our second page. That's done. First page.
ভাই ওভারঅল স্ট্যান্ডিং মিয়ানমার চ্যাম্পিয়ন ইয়ানগুন গ্যালাক্টিকস বাংলাদেশ মনে হয় না কোয়ালিফাই গাইস কোয়ালিফাই
Number 3 has for themselves.
মনে হইতেছে কোয়ালিফাই করব
Is the question that needs to be answered, and even more than that,
মালয়েশিয়া বাংলাদেশ তা 1 পয়েন্ট ভাই অনেক বলছে 1 পয়েন্টের জন্য মারা খাইছে
Let's go and let's find out what's the situation is on the very first page. How the teams are
ভাই
going
দেখায় না
on and how many
কি
of
শুরু
those
করছে ভাই
broken hearts. Sir Cloud, we're gonna see.
Right, here we go.
বাংলাদেশ কোয়ালিফাই ইয়া কোয়ালিফাই লাস্ট পর্যন্ত বাংলাদেশ কোয়ালিফাই করছে ISF ইন্টারন্যাশনাল স্পোর্টস ফেডারেশনের মেইন ইভেন্টের জন্য এন্ড বাংলাদেশ অলরেডি কোয়ালিফাই এন্ড তারা হচ্ছে ল্যান্ড ইভেন্ট খেলতে চাইতেছে ইয়া বাংলাদেশের জন্য ভি একটা অ্যাচিভমেন্ট এন্ড বাংলাদেশ কোয়ালিফাই গাইস বাংলাদেশ কোয়ালিফাই এর জন্য একটা লাইক দিতেই পারেন ইয়া কোয়ালিফাই লাস্ট পর্যন্ত কোয়ালিফাই করছে বাংলাদেশ
Beautifully done.
Yeah,
Malaysia.
ATR.
You secured your number 2 spot. You didn't let anyone close even into that proximity of 122 points. But Bangladesh, you guys are an absolute beast this time around. Going on with those engagements.
Yeah. Qualify, guys. G.
Chaotic from
Qualify.
inside. You managed to. You sneaky guys managed to secure.
Last পর্যন্ত কোয়ালিফাই বাংলাদেশ
Just enough point to get 1 point ahead of the Hong
ATR,
Kong
the mocked at us, the doubted us. Yeah, ATR qualify.
Number 3 and secured their spot right there and then. Even if it would have gone to
Well done, boys.
breaker,
Team Bangladesh.
had to win a chicken dinner, so they
For
would still
Esports
be on the
Championship.
number 3.
World
Right now,
Esports
104
Championship.
points. Nepal, they got eliminated early. 89 points only. They couldn't even secure even a single point in that match. After this, we have 86 for the Indonesia, 55 for Thailand, Brunei Darussalam, it's 53. We have Japan losing their spot into the overall ranking as well. From number 9, they went to the number 10. Japan with the 50 points, and Pakistan staying on the hashtag number 11 throughout this.
গাইস যে কোন কোশ্চেন থাকলে করতে পারেন শেষ কোয়ালিফাই বাংলাদেশ কিছুই বলার নাই আর
Oh man.
লাস্টলি বাংলাদেশ teams qualify
Hong Kong, China, though, they did very well today overall. It was just down to that last game, and they didn't secure enough points, and they went out earlier before Team Bangladesh. It would have been a totally different story if Team Bangladesh got eliminated first, but then again, that was in the past. It is what it is, and we gotta give it to Team Bangladesh for staying true, for believing that they could do it.
guys qualify
Make it through into
Yeah,
the top
finally
3. So
qualify.
Congratulations to our top 3 teams. GG,
Finally.
GG, well played to the rest. Do not get disheartened. You're definitely gonna have
Guys,
more
যে কোনো
chances
কোশ্চেন
to
থাকলে
prove
কমেন্ট করতে পারেন
yourself.
এন্ড সাবস্ক্রাইব করতে পারেন লাস্ট পর্যন্ত
You just gotta
যারা করেন নাই এন্ড এটিআর কিন্তু কোয়ালিফাই করে গেছে
learn a valuable lesson. You learned a lot of new
করতেই পারেন
strategies against the different teams.
এন্ড আজকের মতো এই পর্যন্তই দেখা হচ্ছে নতুন কোনো ভিডিওতে এন্ড A1 কিন্তু কোয়ালিফাই
And the group A
A1 না সরি আর পোক করবো না গাইস এটিআর কোয়ালিফাই
that will be moving into the
এটিআর কোয়ালিফাই গাইস
phase, ladies and gentlemen. That
কোয়ালিফাই কর
that
ওয়ার্ল্ড স্পোর্টস চ্যাম্পিয়নশিপ মেইন ইভেন্ট
the fight that was going on has finally
চুরি করু যাই করু বাংলাদেশ জিতলে হবে শুভকামনা ইয়াহ ব্রাদার এটিআর ফাইনালি কোয়ালিফাই ফর ওয়ার্ল্ড স্পোর্টস চ্যাম্পিয়নশিপ
and what games were all of these. What
গাইস আজকের মতো এই পর্যন্তই দেখা হচ্ছে নতুন কোনো ভিডিওতে